Where's my phone? All right. Let's make sure everybody's doing okay. Let's go over here and go live. Where's that? There it is. All right. Twitch, and then we'll also bring up TikTok as well. Just give me 1 second. All right, so we got 4 people over on Twitch. We got 6 people over on YouTube. And a few people over on TikTok. It looks like the quality of TikTok not working out well. Adjusted the like button, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Good morning. I hate I'm gonna miss this stream. Got to go to work. Well, work comes first, right? You have to make sure that you put food on the table, pay the bills, all that stuff. You got to do it. Morning, nice boy, 1985. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully, all the validator stuff is mended by the time I get off work. I don't know. Maybe. There's definitely some issues that people are dealing with, but there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. What's up, bud? When we gonna see a pump? I don't know. Right now we're kind of focused on this whole Terra Station, Rebel Station, stuff that's really going on. And things have been sort of resolved. The last 48 hours have been, kind of probably less than 48 hours. It's been kind of crazy with a lot of people that basically have been panicking. A lot of people that have been doing what we think they were going to do when it comes to, undelegating to see what's going to happen there, especially people that have lost their phrases and only have like the password or something, because that's definitely the case in most situations or in a lot of situations. Some people don't have their passphrase, to which it would be difficult to transfer that over to this new station. Good news, Terra Station is not going to shut down Lunc. From what we understand, it's a legacy. They're running a legacy station side by side with this new platform, which is good, but also it comes with its flaws. And I'm not sure about the whole staking portion and rewards portion. I'm sure that's fine, maybe, but like voting is definitely something that we're looking at as a different story. Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the follow. Do you think do you think right person, wrong time exists? Honest opinions. Right person, wrong time. Yes. Yes, I do think that. Because there's a lot of situations to where people aren't ready for whatever someone has to create or do, right? And a lot of times when people create those things or are in that place for any single reason, they're just not ready um, for that person or that thing to be launched. Like say Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, back in the day, it's people weren't ready for it. People weren't ready for the banking system. People weren't ready for the credit card system. People weren't ready for a lot of different things. It seems like that's more of the case than right place, right time, or uh, wrong place, right time. It's definitely something. It's something to think about. Good news, Terra Station's not going to shut down. Over my changeover test went well. That's good. That's good. You always need to do a test. I've heard some people that are having really, really bad issues. And even me, I'm having some issues. So I have to, apparently, my passphrase that I have, which I'm not going to show or do anything there, is wrong. It's, I guess, out of order, or like something. I checked if something's spelled wrong. It's wrong. Now I can get my private key, but I want to have access to everything. Um, so I have to undelegate and then redelegate. But good thing is that Terra Station is not going away. The only thing that we will see, a legacy station will be run side by side. But what we do need to see, or what I want to see, is the ability to vote, which, from what I understand, what I have seen, that will not be the case in this legacy station. You would have to do it through the Rebels version of this Terra Station. So that's sort of the good news and bad news. It's not really anything like, I mean, it is major, but it's not really anything like super major, right? Um, Good news is that, your Lunc is still alive on this platform. Bad news is you won't have all the access and ability to do everything that you have done in the past. I was waiting on Twitter, on YouTube, and even the video that I created yesterday. I was really waiting to see what was going to happen. With Terra Station, and I knew it wasn't going to be something as like firm of a cutoff. Like, it was going to be something like, hey, we're done with this, everything's completely cut off, and it's happening in less than 10 days. Like, that's not what I thought was going to be the case. Did I play an ad here? Why is it not letting me do that? There we go. I didn't think that was going to be the case. So I was waiting to see what would happen and what information would come out before we start to overreact. It's always great to have that information, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't have said anything more than everybody else was saying. Now, there was mixed feelings, and people do always want an opinion of somebody that they follow. Um, but I can tell you that there was definitely a lot of people that were in the same spot. They were leading people down the right path. I feel like Lunc Survivor after yesterday. I guess, yeah, it makes sense. Um, yeah, I feel like everything they are saying is legit, and it will work itself out. I have a great stream, Matt. Hi and bye, Richard. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Kristen. I appreciate that. I would have went a little bit earlier, but I can actually go um a little bit longer into the day, so we should be fine with that. Hit the like button. Yes, everybody hit the like button. We got 18 likes. Still can't send Lunc, right? So there's definitely that problem that people are having, to where they're sending Terra Luna Classic and they're not receiving it. Like, this one person I saw on Twitter is waiting like 18 hours so far, or 20 hours so far, just trying to transfer their Terra Luna Classic. And maybe it's because they tried to do it during this down period and now it's not going through. They just need to cancel that somehow, some way, and go about sending it, because some people have been having issues, but a lot of others have said that they don't really have issues sending it. Now, um, I can tell you that a lot of people that I have talked to, now I'm not sure if this has come through in the numbers, but a lot of people that I have talked to has said, look, I'm going to, I don't have access to all my information here. So in order to get a brand new wallet, in order to get brand new information, I need to send this to, um, I need to undelegate and then redelegate over on the Rebel station, create a new wallet, and go on about my day. That's what a lot of people are, or a couple of people that I have talked to are saying. And it's cool if you have to do that. because even someone like me, I have to do that because now my phrases are wrong, and I want to have access to all of that stuff and make sure that it's correct. So, good morning, DJ Trev. Oh, DJ, I know you may have seen my video. I apologize for not responding. I still haven't responded, and I apologize. I really do. Um, because I was busy yesterday. I was in the middle of recording a lot of different stuff. Um, and all the daddy duties and everything were done in the morning, but I was trying to record and edit and all of these other things that I'm a part of for different videos and different things there. So I appreciate you inviting me. I did listen to a lot of it, and it was a great conversation. The crazy thing is, it's always great to have that extra person, like, me there, but or someone else there, just to have, conversation or, asking questions and all that stuff. But as I was listening to it, I was like, you don't need any extra questions. I mean, there's always that one question that somebody else can ask, so it's always good. But I think um, you're doing a better job interviewing than people that I've seen that are well-established interviewers. So you should give yourself a pat on the back or something else, some form of appreciation, right? Maybe we should give you some Terra Luna Classic. No, but yeah, you're doing a good job with like interviews and all that stuff. It feels like you've been interviewing for years now, but really it's only been months. Quick question: how do you feel about Gala? So I like Gala. I think that Gala is really going to change the industry in the form of when it comes to gaming. The only thing that I deal with them is when I look at them from an investing standpoint. Um, when I look at Gala from an investment standpoint, I start to look at the dilution potential within it, and that's where it starts to bother me a little bit. Where you have a lot of the supply that's out there, but then you have a ton more that's in total supply, as well as an unlimited max supply. So it's something that bothers me when it comes to an investment standpoint. If I see the market cap at a $178 million market cap, however, the fully diluted market cap is a $902 million market cap, that leaves so much room for dilution versus getting that 2x, 3x, 10x return and things like that. So it's definitely an issue that I deal with. I do like the position. I do like what they have in store. It's just getting back to all-time highs, if not further, is going to be difficult when you do see more supply that's introduced. That's the only thing that bothers me. But um, a ton of positive things about it. Um, for me, I feel like um, Gala is just a no sort of, I wouldn't say a no-brainer when it comes to the gaming industry. Um, it's tough for me because I always want to invest in Gallon. I feel like maybe they're at the right price every single day. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? If they get back to 70 cents, this is a great price where we're standing. Even if we do see this get back to a $5 billion market cap with all of the supply that's out there, um, we would still see this at a higher price than where it's at right now. So it's not a bad option. And for something that's you believe in, utility wise, I feel like it's good. What do we? Sorry. What do we do with our? Wait. What do we do if our Lunic is staked with a smart stake, as as it says it's not a validator anymore? Um. Well, if it is not a validator anymore, which I haven't checked that, I've actually have tried to undelegate it. And the thing that I'm trying to do is I'm not undelegating because of any news behind validators. I'm undelegating because of the fact that I can't find my phrases, or I can find my phrases, are just not correct. And they're not in the correct order, which is stupid. Um, but I swear I copied them in the right order. Um, but that's a good question. That's a really, really good question because I have 10 million that's staked with Smart Stake. And yes, I do want to undelegate them. But if they're not a validator anymore, then you have to redelegate. Huge news. Lunc to a dollar tomorrow. We did it. Do you trust to hold your money on an exchange versus Terra Rebels? They both had a lot of drama lately, so that's something that people struggle with as well. The whole like staking it and holding it with Terra Rebels versus holding it on Terra Station, where it has that outside connection, that outside factor of TFL and all the approval pieces that happen there. Um, it's definitely something that people are like, do I trust this? And I feel like you should be able to trust, the Terra Rebels and everything that they have done, everything that they have built. I feel like it. If you don't have trust in some place, it's not going to be good for you, and you probably shouldn't be in the crypto market. The exchanges I trust a lot because I hold on Coinbase, I hold on crypto.com, and holding CRO as well on their physical wallet, the DeFi wallet. So total, I'm holding probably somewhere north of $30,000 on exchanges. So I do trust exchanges, but then also decentralized exchanges. I'm holding. Geez, I'm holding. Um, you know, maybe around $20,000, so more than on exchanges than decentralized exchanges. So hopefully that answers your question. I kind of trust them both, the ones that I'm invested in at least. Um, but this whole Lunc situation is obviously uh, kind of a shock to people to hit very, very quickly. But apparently, the Terra Rebels did know about it um, on like the 28th of or in October. I'm sorry, in November they knew about it. from what I understand. Kind words, Matt, but always that much better when you're there um, to ask questions as well. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, can I just move my Lunc back in my Coinbase wallet? Is that possible? Does Coinbase still support um, Terra Luna Classic? Coinbase doesn't, but does the Coinbase wallet support Terra Luna Classic? I would check on my phone, but my phone's right there. Maybe I could check on this. Not installing anything. Uh, do I have Coinbase wallet on? Yes, I do. Yeah, do they have? Hmm, why do I have a dollar on here? Um, go. Lunc. No, it doesn't look like it's on here. It doesn't look like it's on there, so maybe not. You could probably send it to an exchange like crypto.com. Do you think we should hold Terra Classic? I think it will head up soon. So yeah, I think Terra Luna Classic. I think Terra Luna Classic is a great hold. It's not something that the people will stop believing in it. It's the point to where people want to have access to trading and staking and just all around using their Terra Luna Classic. Um, Richard doing it again in a couple of hours. My phone fell. I'm sorry. Did not mean to time you out. He'll be back. It's an honest mistake. Um, withdrawals are leaving and not arriving in destinations. Transactions are staying successful. So yeah, I've seen people that are saying that. So a couple of my transactions, I put through some delegations that didn't go through. They're saying successful, but it doesn't actually happen. So I'm kind of waiting for a lot of the dust to settle before I move anything. Um, but good thing that we still have Terra Station available. I do want to basically reset by having this new Rebel Station um, you know soon. I just want to evaluate things because again, if I go to my Terra station and I go to stake, I have 5,000 or 5 million that's undelegated, which I want to see. You know, the 16 million here that's undelegated, but I can't undelegate it, or I tried to undelegate it, and it didn't seem to work. I don't know which one's undelegated. So Luna Rewards is the one that has undelegated, but everything else comes up as a whole nother situation. So I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. So trying to get that situated. Couldn't withdraw rewards or see delegations on Terra Station this morning, so switched to Rebel Station, and I was able to do it. Sent some to the burn wallet, but it's not appearing yet. So there's still bugs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put through a lot of tests. Terra Rebels were aware since around the 26th. Um, word I got word I got was they didn't know the extent of the upgrades until they made the announcement. Yeah. Yeah, that's it's a little tricky there. It's a little tricky. Either way, I still feel like it's not enough time. Even if you were aware from the 26th and you made an announcement saying, "Hey, look, this is the situation," um, it still would not be enough time because you have, you know, 15 less than 15 days, or sorry, less than 21 days in order to get that whole thing situated. Um, and for you getting you know, everything out and undelegated, it takes 21 days, so it still wouldn't be enough time for you to go through this whole process if you were trying to undelegate and Terra Station was actually sunsetting. um Coin Lunic has to believe in CZ holders. Wait, CZ holders when no one else does. It makes Lunic a winner there. I don't know what you're saying. Couldn't withdraw. You're saying you have to believe in CZ and holders. Couldn't withdraw rewards to delegations. I read that. 2 of 2. They are they were led to believe um it would be a much simpler upgrade. Oh, so then it became more extensive. Got you. So what's the plan? But still, like, even if they did tell them, hey, it's gonna be a more complex upgrade, it's still not enough time. So what's the plan, everyone? Undelegating or staying on Terra Station? Just wondering. So it looks like you have more time to do so because they are running a legacy station side by side with this new station. The thing about it is that you won't be able to vote on proposals. You have validators that are not being validators anymore. You have people that are going through issues with staking, or sorry, undelegating, as well as sending their you know, coins over. So it's something that we're definitely dealing with, and I think it may be because of, you know, the amount of people that do or are looking to undelegate and move their coins and just sit in kind of that middle ground, not necessarily give up on the coin itself, but sit in that middle area to where it's kind of like a waiting room. You know, you're holding it maybe on an exchange or somewhere else until everything plays out the way that you feel like it should play out. I was able to claim rewards, but uh, can't send to Trust Wallet or KuCoin. Last night I sent 12,000 Luna to Trust Wallet, and withdrawals are leaving and not arriving at destination. Transactions are saying successful. Yeah, I know. I've seen that. So my transactions are saying successful as I'm going through the undelegation phase, but not all of my coins were undelegated. CC's Christmas present: burn 1 trillion Lunic. That would be amazing, but he's not going to burn away his own money. Um, not at that extent. Profam in Lunic. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Uh, can't see the history on the send tokens. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's tracking that. So there's definitely some bugs. When will deposits open back up? For who? For a certain platform? That all depends on the platform. Thank you for understanding. Talking to me? Oh, you're talking to... Okay. Got you. I'm split between Terra Station and Trust Wallet on Linux, so I can have access to at least half if one goes down. Really know for really no for sure thing in crypto right now, or really no sure thing in crypto. I hear you. I hear you. I have access to half of mine as well. That's why I didn't delegate 100% of it. Um, I do want to have access to the other half as well, but I mean, I paid $40 for it. So it's not saying that I don't value what I have, because if I didn't value what I had, I wouldn't have it. Or I wouldn't hold it there, and I probably would have sold that. But I do value it because it is quite a bit from turning, that $40 into something a lot bigger. Matt, what happened with the validators? That's just uh, gone into Terra Station. For my ex, I have 25 million with. For my example, I have 25 million with Lunc DAO, and they just gone. Um, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the whole validator situation. I'm trying to figure that stuff out. That's something that I am gonna have to research again. It just seems like there's more and more that comes up. Um, so there seems to be like a load of, or a load of bad news and a load of good news here and there. And, when it comes to people not being able to get their rewards out, people not understanding if their validators are even there, what to do with their coins as the validator decides that they're not a validator anymore. It's just, there's a lot of back and forth here. And I don't know how to answer that. But we'll have to check, because right now I'm experiencing some issues that I can't figure out live with my staked coins, my coins that are delegated. Is there any possibility that more thought is put into the changes that are taking place? By that I mean our public image is non-existent. Could the developers take a moment to pause in the future? But what do you mean? Yo, Crypto Dream, thank you for being here. How you doing? Uh, do the validators lose money if ample time were given to prepare? Do they lose money if they have downtime? I mean, they typically lose holders, lose people that are staking with them, and people redelegate with somebody else. That's usually how that goes. And yes, they obviously will not bring in the same amount of money. Now, I don't know the process of that, because I'm not a validator and I don't ever plan on being a validator. But I can tell you they pride themselves on the amount of uptime that they have. Matt, in the long run, aren't we better off finally being done with TFL and finally being our own? So yes and no, right? Because with how the community has been going, right, where you have a lot of like division, and I understand the Terra Rebels itself. I don't think you have a ton of division there, but people that got kicked out of the Terra Rebels, or that have a different plan and feel like they should get support or get money from what they have done in the past, and all of this other stuff. There's so much back and forth, so many like arguments, and so many people on this side or that side. It may not essentially be the best thing in the world. And that's why some people are like, hey, do we trust Terra Rebels? Because it seems like they're not that group that all finds a way to agree, and they argue about it publicly, and and stuff like that. But yes, if you think about it in the long run, it's great to not have that second decision. If the community decides to do something, you don't have to wait for TFL, which doesn't even care really about Terra Luna Classic to update that or upgrade it or do whatever they needed to do for the Terra Luna Classic community. And that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. If we have free reign to do what we need to do, as long as, we're not, or they are, or we are not doing anything sort of malicious, I think you're right. It's great to be on your own. It's just like starting your own business, right? Um, you start your own business over working for somebody else. That's obviously a plus. So yeah, you're right. In the long run, makes sense. Um, it's great to see that we can be done with TFL, but I think there's definitely a lot more that we have to look into when it comes to how much money it's going to cost to keep everything really running. Um, and hopefully you can create uh, this buy button that we were looking to launch on Terra Station, but now we don't really need any approval in TFL or from TFL, and now you can really talk to the Terra Rebels about getting that launched. So that's a good thing. So there's more great news, but um, it's still tricky. Good morning. Are we dealing with the wallet issue? Is that what we are talking about? Just joined. Yes. We're talking about the wallet issue with Terra Station, as well as talking about people's deposits that are not deposits, withdrawals that they are sending to other places, but they're not arriving. Withdrawals are being sent successful. It says successfully, but then they're not arriving in the area that they wanted it to arrive. Richard, thank you for that $50 super chat, by the way. I didn't say thank you. And I always like to thank anybody that sends a super chat, anybody that really that comments, that's a member, that's here every day. I appreciate it so much. Guys, we have 215 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel. If we look at the entire crypto market, and I understand we're kind of switching gears here and we can go back, but if we look at the entire crypto market, we're down about 1%. We're seeing Ethereum that's down by 2.3%, BNB down by 1.6%, Dogecoin is down by 4.5%, and 8% over the last 7 days. If we scroll down here, Cardano is down 2%. So we're seeing kind of like a back and forth with a lot of cryptocurrency. It's not just that uptime or downtime. We're not seeing it, increase or decrease heavily. It's really just back and forth. And it sucks being in like this consolidation phase, but consolidation a lot of times leads to bullish momentum. Um, so it's good to be able to take a quick look at the markets. It's a lot of things that are making moves negatively. Let's assume there was a problem configuring the backend, which is caused by all these validator issues, which is causing all these validator issues. TFL asked to use Terra Rebel endpoints, and they said no. Would have opened them up to potential liability. I lost 400,000 token, never reached CDC. I was able to send 200,000 more, and it went to my CDC wallet. Okay, so some people are still having some issues sending some, but you shouldn't lose any coins. I hate losing any coins, but it's good that you put through. Everybody has to put through tests. I don't know if 400,000 is a test. I usually do like 10,000 or 20,000 as a test to see if it goes through. A more difficult struggle for Lunc coin is to 10 cents. More beautiful, wait, more beautiful it will be when it achieves victory. Hopefully, Christmas will reach the target of 10 cents. I don't know if it'll reach 10 cents by Christmas. That's like a couple weeks. Wait, did I win the lottery yesterday? I don't know where my thing is, but no. How many? I mean, I guess they can pull any numbers they want, or any numbers they have here, but it's kind of weird that you pull three numbers in the tens. I mean, it could happen. So the numbers are 15, 16, 19, 28, 47. So no, I did not win. I don't believe. No, I didn't. And especially with all of those team numbers rather than, um, splitting it between like, tens and 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and all that stuff. But again, didn't win the lottery. I've played 7 drawings this month besides the last drawing of the month. You can only play 7 drawings in advance. In advance. I don't know why I said advanced. Um, so I'm doing that as an experiment, more of a statistics experiment. You should see the looks that I get. It's like, wait, you want to buy 7 drawings of this? And they're like, that's $70. You want to spend $70 in the lottery? I'm like, yeah, just give me the ticket. And basically, I have to say it's for an experiment. But like, you're experimenting with $70. Like, what do you mean it's an experiment? I'm not gonna give you this $70 back if you lose. Um, I think coins will keep going down until 2023, 2024 arrives. That's interesting. I think 2023 is definitely a point where we will see at least a mini bull run, if not the bull run, but it just all depends on the variables that happen outside of the crypto market, really. I did 300 on test run, and your test run worked. Um, had a hard time trying to connect to Terra Station before. What's going on? I tried a few times, so I gave up on it. Sucks. People are having problems in general. Don't lose hope. Yeah, there's definitely some issues when it comes to Terra Station on the back end. Some people have been saying when they go through Rebel Station, they can send whatever they need to send. Now, again, I don't have my passphrase. I do have my private key, so I can link to there and send whatever I need to send there. But the issue that I'm dealing with is having access or full access to it. So I don't know why my passphrase is just not working. I asked about implementing your buy button in the interview recently. Trying to remember which one, but I sent you a message about it. Yeah, you did send me a message a while ago about that. I think we talked about that, about the buy button and how it was going to be implemented. I talked to Coinin after the fact, and they said that they were going to reach out to the Terra Rebels team to see which steps they really had to take there, because they probably had to get approval from TFL in order for that to launch. But with Rebel Station, it's a different story because you don't need that approval. You don't need that second layer or third layer to have it launched. So that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. And if we can find a way to buy on Rebel Station right there and then, um, that would be huge. Really, really huge. Guys, we have 246 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would appreciate it. We almost have 100 likes, and I would like to get 150 likes. But let's go ahead and put this poll here. Uh, yeah, I was. Let me see. There we go. Let me move this. Um, it was a chat with Clan. He spoke. He spoke a couple of times during the interview about the buy button. I don't know if I watched that full thing. I think I watched some of it. What did he say specifically? Hey Matt, how are you? Lunc will grow. Wait, Lunc will grow or not. And if you think it will grow, what do you think, and how much time will it take? So with this whole thing going on, I think people are not really focused on just the growth or really anything outside of this. Now, I'm focused on the burns, trying to continuously get at these exchanges to implement these burns. And some people have problems with that. They're like, hey, pay attention to what's going on. Um, I am paying attention to what's going on. I'm just not overreacting in every single post. I'm not posting about it 17 times a day to try and figure out or to get more likes and more followers and all of this other stuff. That's just not me. I've never tried to do that. When it comes to Twitter, maybe I should. Maybe I would get more of a following, but I just don't see the point in posting every 5 minutes, especially about a situation that just keeps ongoing. You know, I wanted to take my time to understand everything about it and make sure that I'm not overreacting by saying, hey, I'm leaving Terra Station, or this is what I'm doing with mine. People are asking that and they want to know what you're doing, and it's great to know that. Um, and right now, like everything that I said in my video is what I was doing. I'm sitting still. We have time in order to figure all of this stuff out. Um, but for me, I'm in the same situation as some other people. I don't have well, I do, but it's wrong. I don't have my passphrases. I don't have my seed phrase to where I can get back or import my Terra wallet into Rebel Station. So we're in the same boat, and I want to make sure that if I'm saying something, that there's a valid reason behind it and it's not just a form of panic, because that's not something I ever did. Thank you for the follows, all of the follows. I appreciate that. All the people that are here. Thank you for the 1K likes as well on TikTok. We got 100 likes, 116 likes on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys for being here. Um, it's not so much about the approval, according to Clan. It's a problem of liquidity. Is it? From what Coinan said, they would use the liquidity from other exchanges, so it would be, Binance that you would be able to use that from. And they said that they're basically finished with it, and all they need is, um, you know, um, kind of a TFL approval. That's what I'm not understanding. So maybe there needs to be a conversation with Coinan, because the way that they're planning on doing it or implementing it, they have a way that liquidity would be higher using outside liquidity, not just like Coinins, because um, you want to be able to you want to be able to have the ability to buy those coins, and you need those coins available to buy. Um, so I understand where you're coming from. Good morning. Why'd you delete Rick Coswell's tweet? Why was he hidden? Rick, I see you. Good morning. I don't know why you're hidden, but it was probably an accident. Matt, you need to join the 100K plus CRO club. You want me to buy 100K CRO? I mean, that would probably be another, I would spend another, what, $1,000, $2,000? I don't know how much I have actually. It should be somewhere around 70 to 77,000. So it's not much in order to buy, an extra 23,000 coins. Don't say Burns. Crypto King will get mad. A lot of people get mad when I talk about burns, but then when it comes to Binance doing their burn, it's all about how Binance burn is absolutely amazing and this is great for the community. And it's like, oh well, let's not talk about burns here. He also said if something else came up with, uh, wait, sorry, I missed that. But he said they're all wait. He says they are all bullish on the idea, but are actively working on it. They feel there would be too many problems, or too much problem figuring out. Uh, they're figuring how to fund it. Listen towards the end of the interview. All right, I'll have to jot that down. Give me a second. Let me just make sure that my information is not showing here. Uh, Let me jot that down really quick. Where the hell am I going with this? A Yeah, again, it's a great idea, and I'm glad the proposal got passed. The only issue that we're dealing with is obviously implementing it, and I think um, I want to talk to Coinan again because the last time I talked to them, they were like, "It's great timing because we're going to be trying to reach out to some of the rebels to figure this thing out because they have everything finished on the back end information and how it gets done. They just need it implemented or launched, right?" So he also said if someone else came up with a solution, they would be happy to adopt it. Watching from the Bahamas, um, a good day, Matt and followers. Have you seen SBF over there? Have you seen him somewhere? It's not a huge place, right? How big is the Bahamas? Like in size comparing them to uh the US and a state, a simple state, maybe like a Pennsylvania. How big are they? Pennsylvania's pretty big. What's the biggest state? Alaska? Yeah, Alaska's huge. um 7 billion born. Oh, you have 7 billion? Is that what you're saying? Richard, I'm probably not explaining the right way. It's better to listen to the actual interview. How would that have anything to do with liquidity? How would the buy button have anything to do with liquidity? No, he's explaining it the right way. Um, so when you have a buy button and people are buying from that position, it's just like when you're buying from from Pancake Swap. Pancake Swap, you have liquidity pools that are you know built up, and what you would do is you would invest into, say, like if you're starting a coin, like say you started um, buy this coin, right? Um, um, and you wanted to create a value for it. A lot of times you will take BNB or ETH or whatever, and you will apply a certain amount of that coin to whatever your coin is to apply it a value. And when you apply it that value, it starts at that price, and then people decide to buy up whatever's in there, whatever's in that pool, and they will uh, basically increase the value by buying up what's there. Now, for Terra Station, you could do the same thing by having some sort of pool that you link to another cryptocurrency. So Lunc could link to whatever. Then you would have that liquidity pool, or you can have an ability to link it to exchange um, uh, coins, and that will be your pool that you're pulling from, right? Because it's all about the pool is where people are buying from. So that's you need that liquidity. It's definitely a liquidity issue. I think people are that a lot of people think we're dealing with because you need money in order to spend on those coins to build up that pool so that people can buy it. Because on there you probably need um, a lot of coins and not just like 7 billion or 10 billion. You need like hundreds of billions of coins. Probably somewhere around, I would say, at least 200. Yeah, no, probably at least 100 billion. And then if you run out of liquidity, then you understand how much you're going to need. You'll need to increase it to 200 billion, but that's a lot of money, you know? There's definitely a liquidity issue. I connected a Rebel station already, and it seems so simple. Do I have to remove Terra Station? How much do I need to test transaction back and forth from Exchange and Rebel Station? Yeah, so I believe you can still have it. It's not something where you're going to discontinue your Terra Station. I would say that you keep it there. I'm not saying that you keep your money in there, but you keep it available. Um, you just hired a defense attorney. I bet he did. Um, but when it comes to testing a transaction, typically I test a transaction with about 20,000. I don't like to go up into the hundreds of thousands. It depends how much the fees actually are, which the fees shouldn't be that much there. So I would test with a small amount in order to send it if you're looking to send it places. I can't believe the FTX guy is not going to pay any jail time. I mean, it's not set in stone yet. Oh, you're talking about, wait, you're talking about a billion, 6.7, wait, 6.9 billion, 6.9 billion born Lunc. I don't know what that means. Like you hold 6.9 billion. You only need a memo on CEX's to the wallets, or you only need memo on CEX, not the wallets. HCC said Terra Station will continue to be supported today. Yes. So it will be supported, not fully supported. From what I understand, from what I read, voting will not be supported. But we can check on that as things are going by. There's a ton of things that are changing every single second, every single minute, basically. So we need to understand that, and I would say he's right. EA is 46,000 square miles and 5,500 roughly for the Bahamas. So yeah, Bahamas is small. So you should be able to see SBF somewhere. He's probably like hidden. Just go to like popular places and he'll be there. Just keep going there and he'll be there eventually one day. Like just go to like a shore somewhere and just sit there. What are you exactly telling us? To unstake or to move Lunc out of Terra Station and into Rebel wallets? I'm not telling you to do anything. All I'm saying is that you have time to evaluate the situation. For me, I will tell you what I'm doing, and it's only because I don't have my phrases. I am undelegating mine because I don't have my phrases and I want to start from scratch. And when I start from scratch, I'm going to start from scratch with the Rebel wallet. But I'm going to take some time to do that. So I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not telling you to move anywhere because I want to make sure, obviously, you make that decision for yourself. Sorry, we got kids upstairs that are running around when they shouldn't be running around because Hayden just fell yesterday, and that's not good. It wasn't a bad fall, but it could have been bad. You never know. It could be much worse, and all they need to do is learn not to run. They're still running. I did. Still waiting. Anyone try to send from Terra Station to an exchange? I can try and do that like now. But I can't do it now. I would have to exit out of TikTok, which there's a lot of people on TikTok. You have 1.5K likes on TikTok. YouTube needs to catch up. They definitely do, because we got 157 likes on TikTok. Sorry, on YouTube, and we got 1,800 likes on TikTok. That's crazy, guys. The difference between the two is insane. Why do you not have your phrases? So I have my phrases. It's just I think they're in the wrong order because every time you put them in, it'll say like if it's valid or invalid, and I think they're in the wrong order. At which the reason being is probably because I tried to copy them into individual cells and then recopy them into a individual cell. So it was just, I think it was an error on my end, because I have all of my phrases on every from every wallet. Some written down, others that are electronic, and I feel like it probably I probably should have written them down and kept them electronic. So yeah, that was one that obviously I didn't just write down there, and it may be wrong. So I've tried it multiple ways, and I feel like it's just not working. So I have them. They're just either not in the right order or something spelled wrong, even though I checked if something was spelled wrong, and it's not. You can send Luna from Terra Station to Coinbase wallet. YouTube never notifies me when you go online anymore. Used to. What's the point of the bell icon? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of people are having the same issue. I really don't understand why they wouldn't notify people. And maybe it's because I do post, a few videos a day. Like I'll post 3 videos, regular videos in a day, and then I'll also do a live stream. So maybe it's because there's too many. You must copy and paste, Matthew. I tried to copy and paste. I did that exactly. And it just is not working. So it works with every other wallet. Why are you not using a ledger? I don't want to use a ledger. I'm using Terra Station. Can you talk about Tectonic? It probably won't be in the way that you want it. Tectonic is I've seen it have a lot of hype and a lot of ability for people to gain values, gain some sort of cash in the end. But Tonic for me is a position that these kids. Tonic for me is a position that yes, has gained value and you could see some success within. It doesn't have enough volume or popularity behind it. But then you're also seeing the when you go into the amount of holders and the level of holders, it's a problem for me to see all of these different funds and pools and stuff. The staking pool I can understand, but when you start to see, time lock team vesting, it's 23%. Socket 21%, community fund, ecosystem development reserve 12%. You're looking at the top 8 wallets holding like 76%. It's just so much. It just takes so much out of it when you know that 76 or 80% of the position is held in these top wallets and can be introduced really at any time. Now the staking pool, understandable, but it's just I really can't deal with huge wallets like that. Even if they are system wallets, it still will be introduced and they're not open to the full supply. That's the issue that I deal with. Because when they're released, like say with the Methuselah Foundation with Elon, not Elon Musk, but Dogelon Mars. That's a huge issue to where, yes, it is under the Methuselah Foundation and they're not going to sell a large portion of it, and they only will sell a large portion of it over a certain period of time, or a small portion over a certain period of time. Either way, it is dilution. It's no matter which way you put it, it's dilution. If I told you that, we're not going to burn off a supply, we're not going to burn off a supply for a whole year, but after that year we'll burn off half the supply, I'm sure you will invest into it because you see the potential in burning off half the supply after that 1 year, right? Any guidance on Vault Inu? People say it will lose 3 zeros by the end of January. I don't know about that. A lot of people will say it will increase a hell of a lot with I'm not going to say Vault Inu won't have the ability for you to gain money. The issue is that, does it have a massive future long term use case wise? I would say probably not. When it comes to short term, yeah, you could find a way to gain something from it, and you do see a lot of people that are behind it with a lot of money that goes into it. But the issue is that they created a V2 for a reason. You're seeing $2.4 million. 79% of the supply that is out there. But the issue for me is that it just doesn't have the popularity that it did have, right? Where we saw, people get hype around this under V1. People are still excited about this under V2, but they changed it for a reason. I don't really like changes. The only V2 that I will ever support really is um, Ethereum. Any second version or third version, I will support of that because it leads the market. But um, Vault Inu, it's not something I would invest into. I'm not saying that you can't find success in it and you won't find an ability to lose another zero, because if you lose another zero, that's um, a $590 million market cap. What's the max for this market cap wise? The max for this market cap wise is $100 million market cap. Um, so and I know it hasn't had a crazy amount of time. Really, it's only been from this time back in April of 2022. But it's not something I would expect a $590 million market cap. Okay, the buy button starts at 31.44. Here's another piece. There's another piece after that as well. Um, you linked me to your creator studio for some reason. You gotta change that from creator studio to your YouTube video. How is this going? Because now I exited out of the wrong thing. Did you see the Rebel Station wallet? Yes, I did see the Rebel Station wallet. Have you ever looked at I don't know what that is. Oh, let's look at it. Lit. This is definitely lit. So there's 40% of the supply out there. I don't really like that, but maybe there's an explanation there. You see a 166% increase in volume up to 170 or sorry, $77 million. If we look at the market cap, you see the difference between the dilution. It's not major to where you're seeing like multiples, that it can obviously be diluted by. So that's not horrible. A total of 100 million supply, which again still shows a lot of potential even at the peak point. So right here with a 93 cent mark where we currently stand, it would be a $94 million market cap. I can expect something a lot higher out of something like this. It already looks like it does have volume behind it, potential behind it in this sort of down market to see $77.7 million. It is up 160%. So what is the historical data when it comes to dollar values? Typically we're hovering around, let's say between 9 to 20 or 9 to 25 or 27 million. But today you see it increase up to 78 million, which is a good thing. If I want to go into the overview really quick before I go into the markets and see what markets are available, I want to see all history. All history has shown this at $12 in the past in April, and this has decreased in price, probably because maybe there was a little bit of dilution there. So let's go ahead and see. It looks like, yes, there was dilution after this point over here. There was a little bit of dilution adding into it, which is not horrible. You expect them to add something as they are at higher points. So they have added something, and you see this drop down to some of the lower lows as the market is pulling back as well. So it's not something that's truly concerning. It's not crazy concerning there. Um, but I do always worry about, it being 40%. But right now you can still see this at a lower point. Let's see what the market cap was. So the market cap was at 250 million dollars, and you could see it here. It was at 100. 183 million. And if we look at that price where it still was at a $6 price. You're still looking at a pretty decent sized return on a play like that. Now I can expect something even bigger. Let's look at the markets. During a bull run, you can expect something even bigger. But let's look at the market. So you do have a ton of markets to where it's available. And of course, Binance is really leading the way. Binance seems to invest a hell of a lot into um, into positions, into a lot of positions, not just these positions. Um, it looks like something that could be of value, that actually has quite a bit of value. Let's look at the history of holders. So you have 100 million total coins that are out there. You only have 6,108 holders. Let's look at these holders here. So you do have 41% that's in this pool here, the ecosystem pool. I don't know what that is. 28% held by Binance. That's an exchange. That's understandable. This is for the team. 11% is for the team. I got to explain what that's all about. Foundation. We probably have to explain that as well. This is a large amount that's in like the top 5 wallets. Now, Binance is understandable because they just like to hold 30% of everything. But literally, if you take these percentages, let me bring up something. Let me bring up this, and we'll add a new thing here. They're not working. Whatever. Literally, you're looking at maybe 40% up here. It's 40%, right? 41%. 41% there. So total there, you're looking at 90% of 91% of the total supply that's in these 5 wallets here. Now, Binance, understandable, but all of these other pieces here, um, not really something I like at all. But once you get explanation for a lot of those things, um, this looks like something that could have some pretty decent sized potential. Boy, here comes the chart. There's no chart there. I'm literally just going through Excel and looking up something over here to try and get the percentages. So that's something that does worry me a little bit. But it does show a lot of potential in the price movement, does show a lot of potential in the volume, which is something I like to see. Meaning that even if we do have full dilution, so if anything does happen, you still have a large potential to run to way higher figures. It was to what was a $200 million market cap? What was the highest point? A $200 million market cap. So even getting back to that point of a 200, let's say $50 million market cap, you can still expect, about a $2.50 price. It's not horrible. It's not the best case scenario. And it looks like something where it could have value, but it really just depends on what happens with the rest of these coins that are not in circulation. But it looks good. It looks good. Let me duplicate this. Oh boy, here comes the card. Yeah, it keeps taking me. I don't know why it keeps taking me to Creator Studio with your chats. It keeps taking me to Creator Studio. I'll have to look at it. Let me bring up YouTube and let me go to your channel here. Hey Trev. I know you went through the Exodus Metaverse. That was interesting. Where is it? It's a live stream. It was a live stream, right? Ah, there it is. There it is. And you said what time frame was it? It was 31:44. The 31 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to watch that. Um, yeah. So that's the link live. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up. Did you see Altcoin Daily Andrew Tate video about crypto? Why would Andrew Tate have a video about crypto? What did he say? No, I haven't seen it. Should I react to it or something? There's a category of coins called TARP. Okay. Now, we are tired of waiting for action on Lunc. The question is, will it ever move, or do we continue to see, or do we continue to see the blue sky? Um, so, will Lunc ever move? The issue is, will the market ever move? Because Lunc is set up for success. With the amount of holders, the amount of people that are trying to create utility, the community behind it, it's set up for success within this market. It's just we have to see a more bullish market. So it's not going to move unless the market moves. It's not something where we're just like, oh, well, this is only going to move. And if it does move right now, we're going to be playing catch up with the rest of the market, which is not a good situation because if it moves heavily, let's say if it does increase and we see it skyrocket, it goes up to a point to where it loses a zero. If we see that, the drop is going to be just as big as the increase because it's going to catch up to the rest of the market. When people decide that the push is over, the market establishes what's happening with the rest of crypto. So, or with that cryptocurrency. So even if it goes against the market for a little bit, it will finally catch up and it will be a bad drop if the market is decreasing a hell of a lot. So let's wait for that bull run. And then we can see things. We can see all of this success that we want to see. You can't wait. You can't kill the dead. Ulrich is done. I mean, that's your opinion. Where do the coins from staked rewards come from? So staked rewards come from a pool of coins um, that are set aside for staking. A lot of times when you look at different coins and you want to know if they have staking, where it comes from, you'll see a staking pool. And you'll see that list of how many coins or what percentage of it is staked or is for staking. And it comes from that pool. So it's pretty simple. Matt, the question is, can we trust Terra Station and Terra Rebels because trust is a big thing and not easy to approve? I would agree with you, Don. I would 100% agree with you. I think that's the issue that we're dealing with is like, are people going to trust Terra Rebels because people still don't 100% believe that Terra Rebels couldn't have helped with this because they knew about it, but apparently the upgrade was a not as extensive as it was supposed to be, or not as big as this is meant to be now. We're almost at 200 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. So we're definitely dealing with that trust factor on the Terra Rebel side of things, and obviously TFL, to where they're like, we don't, they support, Terra 2.0, and the fact that Lunc is so much higher in value than Terra 2.0, it has to get to them. Matt, what time are you wrapping up today? Probably somewhere around 8:30. Yeah. 8:30 or probably maybe the 2 hour mark, I would say. 1.5 hours or 2 hour mark. I do have some editing to do. It seems like the golf channel that I have is starting to get a little bit of traction on the shorts videos, and I really like it because it takes me, you know, maybe 20 minutes to create those shorts videos and work on those shorts videos. So it I definitely like doing that. The last video that I posted, you know, got like 1,000 views, which is really good without even, you know, pinning it to this channel at all. It just the shorts videos just do a little bit more. And yes, I did post a regular video that got like 100 or something views. And those take a lot more to edit. But if I'm editing those and I'm also taking out shorts of those videos, it can work out. And it's fun to be able to create those videos and actually edit. Like that's what I love to do is edit videos. So yeah, I'm probably wrap it up somewhere that I'm over answering your question. Uh, I'll probably wrap it up somewhere around, let's say 8:30 to 9, one of the two. 4 hours and the 0.5 remit proposal passes. Yeah, that's not good. It's not good, but it is good at the same time. I mean, obviously, Terra Rebels are going to need money to put towards Rebel Station, improve the user interface and all of that stuff, right? But I mean, just taking away from what we've been really fighting for from the beginning, which is, you know, the burns and all that stuff. It sort of sucks, but as long as it's being used to improve the community, improve the investor experience, I'm all for it, you know? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. We're over 200 likes. It's definitely, I'll tell you what, it seems like a lot of the people that have come by this channel, I was looking through analytics, and a lot of the people that come through this channel are returners, right? Return viewers. We don't have many new viewers into the channel because a lot of people, I guess, are focused on Terra Luna Classic and Shiba Inu and CRO and all of those things there that I've talked about in the past. I really want to get to 200,000 subscribers, but it's definitely tough growing. I think I've only gained like 400 subscribers or 500 subscribers over this last month. And that's because a lot of return viewers, people that are already subscribed and not, you know, new subscribers. So if you guys want to subscribe, please do so. It does help out. To Don's questions, Zardar has set me up to do a Meet the Terra Rebels interview segment. The idea is to make the community more familiar with the whole team. That is a smart thing. That is a smart thing to do, and I think we, you know, I'll share it. Just let me know when that goes up. But that's great to be able to have something like that, so people create that trust. What's with 7 billion burn today? I'm hoping Terra isn't broken. Wait, am I missing something that 7 billion was burned? Yeah, there's no 7 billion that has been burned. Yeah, there's no 7 billion that has been burned today. Something's broken on wherever reported that. Do you think, wait, what do you think why all exchanges not being or not helping in burning? Is that any problem to doing that? If they burn, they will also get profit. So the issue that they're dealing with is, one, they don't want to open up a can of worms when it comes to introducing a burn for a token. There are a ton of tokens out there, or introducing a burn for a coin or a project. There are a ton of tokens out there that have a burn method to them, but if they get listed on exchanges, those exchanges don't implement that burn. So that opens up a huge can of worms for others to go, well, what about my project? You did it for Lunc. What about my project? And I don't think it should be for every project. I think it should be for projects that are in the billions, right? If you are a $1 billion project and you're trying to, if you're trying to reset or save a project like we are trying to do with Terra Luna Classic, it makes sense to implement that burn. Um, but they're not going to do that because again, that opens up that can of worms of everybody else saying, "Hey, what about my project?" And then also, if they implement a burn themselves, they're devaluing themselves versus increasing the value of others. And I'll explain. If Binance has 2.3 trillion, right, and KuCoin has 300 million coin or 300 billion coins, right? The value of what Binance holds is all the way up here in dollar figures. It's all the way up here because they hold significantly more dollars than what KuCoin has. Now, if KuCoin still sits at that 300 million and does not implement a burn, and Binance decides to implement a burn, throughout time, you're going to see Binance's supply decrease. Even though they're getting maybe fees that go through it, all of the fees that happen through there, if they have any fees, and they're getting paid throughout that process, they're devaluing, not devaluing the coin, but devaluing what they're holding. So 2.3 turns to 2 trillion. It turns to 1.5 trillion. It turns to less than a trillion. It turns to 300 billion coins. And now KuCoin and Binance are equal. And if KuCoin and Binance are equal after Binance burned everything and literally did all of the work, KuCoin is now getting all of the benefits out of it by not doing anything, and Binance is losing everything by doing that. So this is why Binance has said that if all of the exchanges implement, CZ has said this, if all the exchanges implement a burn, then it could work. But if it doesn't, then it's just going to take users away from Binance because they are offering the burn, and people want to move over to a place to where now it's KuCoin. And not to mention, it's not only going to be to where 300 million stays in KuCoin and 2.3 trillion stays over here. It's going to be the point to where this decreases, but people are also going over to KuCoin because they do not have the burn associated with them. So you have that form of greed. So instead of 300 million, it increases to 600 million, and then this goes down to 600 million, and now they're both at equal values when it comes to Terra Luna Classic, which Binance does not want. In any case, in any scenario, Binance has always come out to where they want to control, 30% or 50% of a position, 50% of the volume. And you won't do that if KuCoin has the same amount of value as you. So it's definitely an issue that we're dealing with, and you need to see all exchanges that implement this burn. And this is why I call for this every time I go on here. I'm talking about MEXC. I want them to start this and agree, because I have this whole proposal where I need the top 20 to agree. And when the top 20 do agree to this, then we can see the burns implemented on 99.5% of volume, which will not increase the value of one more than others. 260 people watching. Let's get this to 250 likes. I would love it. We're at 228 likes. If you can hit 250, I would greatly appreciate it. I've sent people your page to watch. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for doing that. Are you moving your Lunc from Terra Station? So I'm undelegating, and yes, I am, because I don't have access. I have access to my Terra Station wallet, but only by password and private key. But I don't have my seed phrase. I want to be able to have everything, and the fact that I don't, it's definitely a problem. Already started. Did clan a couple of days ago? Yo Gabba. Oh, talked about Rebel Station. Oh, that's good. The proposal. I didn't know that was like a meet the. I didn't know that was how it was. I thought you were gonna do like something where it's like formal. Meet these people. Maybe you can do something where you edit that in, where you talk to all of these people, understand who they are, have their their intros. Here's a good video idea for you. If you talk to all of these people in the Terra Rebels, you have their face, that conversation of who they are. You can put all of those together by taking those different live streams and taking the intro portion of it and literally just call it Meet the Terra Rebels. And that can be a video idea so that anyone knows that. And you can also post that on Twitter since they allow up to 10-minute videos on Twitter now. This is why I post videos on Twitter. It's better to get it across verbally than it is, typing it out. Um, the proposal 109.83 to mint more coins from burned coins is passing. This is not good. Um, so yes, I would probably say when you look at it as a whole, from where our vision is, it's not good. But when you look at it, it depends what they're going to do with those minted coins. There is it going to be something that uh, this money is sent to, like what is it used for? That's what I want to know. If it's used for developing the user interface of Rebel Station, if it's used for just improving overall investor experiences, then yes, I'm okay with that. We're still burning 0.1%. But the issue is that we already are not burning enough. And I think that this would be great after we burn, not during. But since there's so many issues with things that are happening with Terra Station and this new Rebel Station and people with a lack of trust, it sort of makes sense why they would have to add money to pay for all these things that are happening and to just pay people. I'm generally confused. Does Lunac's success just depend on burns? No, Lunac's success depends. So Lunac's success depends on the investors. So we have a ton of the community that believes in this position, that invests in this position for the short-term growth as well as the long-term growth. I would say the long-term growth probably depends more on burns than you think. Getting the chain established or getting the chain reestablished is probably where we want to get to, and it does rely on burns. But no, not everything just relies on burns. It just gets us to the place that we wanted to get to faster when we see burns. Because even without any burns, I still believe that this project is worth $6 billion. And when it gets to $6 billion, that is a 10% of a penny mark, which for a lot of people will be worth quite a bit. Most of them do not want to dox themselves. The idea was originally to get more personal, but it's not going to work out. So now it's just basically interviews on topics. Why do they not want to? I guess it's understandable if people don't want to dox themselves, but I think what's the problem with doxing yourself? I guess maybe they don't want any of the backlash from crypto because some people when they lose money, or if they make a mistake and lose money, they blame others. So that, I guess that does make sense. Should we undelegate before moving to Rebel Station? So you don't need to if you have all of your information, if you have your keys, your private key, if you have your seed phrase, um, if you have everything that you need in order to move over to import it into Rebel Station. I mean, you don't really need to do that. I'm only doing it because I'm sort of forced to. Not really forced to, but I feel like I want full access to everything. And if you don't have full access to it, I mean, it's technically still not your crypto, right? Not your keys, not your crypto. That's what a lot of people are referencing right now. Matt, are you moving your coins to Rebel Station? Eventually, yes. Um, and the reason is because I'm creating a new wallet. Not because like I'm forced to do so or I believe that that's the only option. Um, but I'm doing it because I'm creating a new wallet. And obviously I don't have my information from Terra Station. Well, I do, but it's just wrong apparently. I don't believe it's wrong because I remember putting in this information before and it worked, but now it's not working. So I don't know what's happening. Or is there a way to move to Rebel Station without undelegating? Yes, there is. The minting proposal um, is the worst proposal they could do. Literally creating mass division. All the people and projects who burn their own money. It's a kick in the teeth. The validators are divided too. Yeah, so that's something that does hit the wrong way. Um, burns only mean half of what they meant before, basically. Um, so like you said, for anybody that's creating a burn project, anybody that has pushed themselves on burns, because like you look at Lunatic's token, and if they're burning Terra Luna Classic, right, which they burn Terra Luna Classic, boom, they burn 2 billion, another 1 billion is minted, right? That's a problem. That's a big problem. Uh, if burns don't mean that much, why do we speak? Wait, why do we spike during every one of the burns? So I don't know if you're responding to me. Burns do mean a lot. I'm not saying burns don't. I think burns mean a ton. That's why I talk about it constantly. Um, uh, but the crazy thing is people are always pushing for these pumps and saying, hey, when are we going to see it increase and all that? And then Binance burns and then boom, we have a pump, right? Or someone else burns and boom, we have a pump. It's because burning, creates that popularity that we want to see. And if we have massive burns that are coming out, we see so many people that are buying on the way in, right? Happy Caddy Crypto said to move your crypto. Would just be sending it back to yourself. You don't need to move it. Yeah. So, like I said, the only reason that I'm doing it is because I don't technically have access to everything there. That's the only reason that I'm doing it. So you don't need to. Um, that's I don't know if I'm explaining it wrong. Maybe I am. Uh, can you not just use your private key to move to Rebel Station? I can. I can. But the fact that I don't have access to everything, it bothers me. I need access to everything. And the fact that the phrases don't work, it bothers the hell out of me. So I need to make sure that I have those available, and also having everything else. So I can. It's not a problem to move that way either. But I think I need to create a brand new wallet. Stop daydreaming. Do you know anything about crypto, pal? Stop daydreaming. Do I know anything about crypto? I do know about crypto. Crypto is all about popularity, and people make it about the best use case possible. Even though there's a ton of coins that have the best use case out there, but don't even see the light of day because it doesn't have the popularity. A lot of people don't understand, and they always bring in, oh well, um, this is a utility behind it, and utility does matter for the long game. That's great. When we see that utility bull run, which we will see in the next bull run, um, I believe that's going to be big. But right now, it's all about popularity. When you start to see a market and the market is giving you 2x, 5x, 10x, 100x, 70,000% returns, that's where you know that the market is not set up for utility yet. the market is just set up for popularity and gains. Whenever the market does get to a point to where the percentages are lower, we're seeing like a 20%, 30% return over the year, 40, 50% return over the year. Some positions may end up having a little bit more of an impact, just like the stock market does. That's where you will start to see stability, and you'll start to see use cases become more of a thing. Oh, you're agreeing with me. Okay. Yeah, I tend to skip, and then you probably are responding to someone else. So I figured that. I just wanted to make sure. Um, you don't have to remove Terra Station, just disable it as an extension. Uh, do we still transfer out from Terra Station? You don't need to transfer out from Terra Station. You can hold it there. And I think if you want whatever full experience, the full experience of investing in Terra Luna Classic by being able to vote and all that stuff, then yes, you want to be able to have um, that on the Rebel Station, which essentially you can link over, um, if that's the right term to use. Just to mention, Lunatic's validators are still going fine. Rewards are still being paid. Nothing is broken. Just go to the new Rebel Station. Perfect. Lunatic's token. What's your take on this? Everything that's burned and basically getting zero point 0.5 of that, right? 0.5 of that is getting reminted. What's your take on that process? As you burn, that's got to impact something there. um you need to go back to bed. For what? I don't need to go back to bed. I'm not moving to get away from TFL. Wait, I'm moving to get away from TFL. Not sure what will happen if Do Kwon gets arrested. um and XRP will die after that. What? No, XRP? What are you talking about? They voted yes on it. Well, oh, yeah, I guess voting yes on it kind of explains it all. I'm not a big fan of the minting myself. It kind of makes the burn that everyone did useless. The hard-earned money that people themselves burned. Um, but yeah, apparently, Lunatic's token voted yes on it though. Stop arguing with the emotions. Give me some points why they will buy back XRP. Why who will buy back XRP? Thanks for answering me. Yeah. Wait. Thanks for answering that for me. Yeah, no problem. Sometimes I read things wrong. A lot of times I read things wrong. Um, so let's see. What did I want to? I wanted to do something today. I can't remember what I wanted to do. Let me check Twitch to see what people are saying over there. What'd you say about Venu? Like Vol Inu? Yeah, I talked about that a while ago. So maybe that was earlier message. Also, let's check out TikTok. Follow the host. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. Uh, um, that's not aimed at you again, Matthew. Oh, okay. MD, go back to bed. Got you. Yeah, I tend to do that. I'm not a core member. I didn't make those decisions. I'm a holder. That helps out with the YouTube side for exposure and questions here in here slash in other live streams. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty, obviously, and it's great to be able to have people that do disagree on something. But obviously, if the core members agree that it's the right thing to vote yes, unless they just didn't read it there, um, then they voted yes. But I feel like It sort of should be a no. Are you holding your Lunc? Yes, I'm holding Lunc. I'm not letting go of it. I have a lot that's over in MetaMask, and then I also have a lot that's in Terra Station still, in the process of being undelegated. And the reason why is because my passphrases are not working. Um, get to the crystal ball to answer those questions. Can CRO hit $5 next bull run? Can it? Yes. Will it? I'm not sure. No, CRO cannot and won't hit $5. It can hit $5. Um, so don't know what you're talking about there. Say that something can't hit a certain level is kind of insane. Now I understand if you're saying, oh, well, this is going to be worth, 10 times more than the entire crypto market. Well, then you have to figure out how that could be possible. And if it could be possible, then say that it can. Because let's say CRO or crypto.com decides to burn off 20 billion or decides to burn off another 70%. Do you believe that it can hit $5 there? You'll probably still say no. But it definitely can hit $5. Let's say that we do have a bull run and a lot of cryptocurrencies are above that $100 billion market cap. Do you believe that crypto.com, sort of leading that industry of exchange tokens, could do that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can. It's all about will it, though? That's the question we can't answer. Been a minute since I've been able to join in. I appreciate you. I don't know why there's something has this hasn't been holding you back in any way, like the live stream, like it's not restricting you in any way. Hopefully, proof of work over proof of stake. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Um, Why? Why would you? I want to. Yeah, I want to know. Why would you say proof of work over proof of stake? Um, I wonder how CZ feels about giving us $1 million out of his own pocket to burn coins, and we only do half. Someone should have consulted him. CZ's probably not going to feel great about that. If they're burning coins and then we just remint it, that's definitely an issue. And that's going to stop the Binance burns a lot sooner than what they would have stopped it. Um, so expect some sort of response from him saying, "Look, we're not going to be doing burns if you guys are going to take half of it. You're just taking half of our money." Basically they're charging a fee, and that fee, half that fee, is now going to an outside factor. They're burning off that fee, and it's going to that's not going to be good. That's basically like someone saying, you spending money on food. This is the exact same thing, right? Or sort of. You're spending money on food for your restaurant. It gets to the end of the night, and you throw out all of that food. But then you see people that take that food before you put it in the trash, and they resell it in order to make money out of it. And they do it every single night. You're going to say, all right, well, we're spending money on this food, and you're making money without paying any expenses. Obviously that's a big problem. And good luck getting all the exchanges on board with that. To say that we're offering a tax and they're going to do that. Now, the tax is not coming out of their pocket. They can still offer whatever their fee is, but then we can see the tax as well. So it's not really going to be horrible there. Did you already check out Luna Space? I have not. I've heard about it a couple of times, but I have not checked out Luna Space or Looney Space. Nothing is decentralized. Let's be honest. CRO, Luna, XRP, ETH, and SHIB can all uh, hot hot mental highs. Bitcoin is a perfect example. I don't know what hot mental. can hit previous highs or all-time highs. I don't know what you're trying to say. What what is the good and bad news on Lunic? So the good and bad news that we have. Oh, geez, sorry. The good and bad news that we had, guys. If you want to pick up a Profits Apparel shirt, one of these shirts, which is clean. If you definitely want to pick it up, the link is in the description. I haven't talked about my merch line in a while, and I also haven't really updated it, but I really like this design. Just something simple, Profits Apparel shirt. So go ahead and pick that up. But anyways, what's the good news and the bad news? The good news is the fact that Terra Station is still going to be running. It's still live. I don't know what's going on with that echo dot over there. Terra Station is still alive, and the only issue that you would have is the fact that people are having issues with withdrawing and undelegating and moving coins and all around. I don't know why they're having those issues still with Terra Station, but the good news is that you don't have this hard deadline to make that decision, especially for the people that don't have seed phrases or private keys or anything. So that's good. That's great. Because now you have access to your cryptocurrency and do whatever you want. Yeah, but like I said, the bad news is that you would not be able to vote on proposals as you don't transfer over to Rebel Station or link your wallet or export your wallet to Rebel Station, as well as having trouble, um, moving money right now or moving Lunic. So drop your head in there might be a good way to promote your videos. It's a crypto social media platform. For more info, I suggest contacting the core team. I will have to. Do we need to move from Terra Station to Rebel Station? Uh, you you don't need to move there. You can. I would say if you want the full experience, you should not sell or not push your coins over there by undelegating and sending it over there. Just link your wallet or export your wallet from Terra Station to Rebel Station. Just make sure you have all of your keys and seed phrases available, all that stuff. Guys, it's 8:30. I said I would go until 8:30. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Don't forget to check out any of my other things that are here, any of the other places, other channels that I have. My golf channel, I really like editing videos for that. I know some people just don't like golf, but you see me in a different light. I have a gaming channel that I do plan on uploading and streaming to, but I just haven't had the time to really do so. And we have a lot of other stuff there. But guys, it was great talking to you. It was great to be able to spend a little bit more time with you guys, around 2 hours with you guys. I appreciate everybody that's here. Richard, thank you for the super chats. I greatly appreciate that. All the members, the moderators, thank you so much. But we have, I believe, crypto is just going to be huge. We're going to see utility bull runs. We're going to see runs for Terra Luna Classic, for hopefully Shiba Inu as well, and all of these. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting and all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next